Hi everyone, welcome back to the QC Makeup Academy YouTube channel. My name's Stephanie and today's video is going to be a no makeup look as such. I hope this gets away with it. I haven't done my brows as intense as I would have, which is absolutely crazy because it feels so weird doing it as natural as possible, and same with my eyes. I used to do my eyeshadow before I actually enrolled with QC Makeup Academy really natural looking like this. So a really nice soft brown with a nice cream peachy colour over the lid, and I actually feel naked with no eyeliner on as well. So lips, I actually decided to go with a nice neutral pink colour from MAC, which is in the shade Blankety. And I did add a tiny bit of bronzer for my cheeks as well. And I have no highlighter on. I feel so naked. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to prime my face using the Talika Photo Hydra Day Primer. Now we're all primed, I'm now going to add some concealer to my face, especially my under eyes, my blemishes that I have, and my redness. So I'm just going to take a drugstore concealer, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I live by this concealer so much. It gives a really nice coverage for spots and blemishes and my under eyes. Normally I would use a beauty blender sponge, but as we're going to go for a light coverage this time in this tutorial, I'm going to take an angled brush to actually buff in my concealer. I feel brushes give a more lighter coverage, in my opinion, when I've used brushes over beauty blenders. I'm now going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match foundation. I like this foundation a lot because it is buildable, so you can make it a more fuller coverage foundation. However, obviously the little you use, the little coverage it gives. So I'm just going to pop a couple of presses onto the back of my hand. And I'm going to be taking a QC brush, which is an angled buffer brush. So I'm just going to take some from my hand onto the brush directly and blend it into my face. And again, I'm using the brush on my face because I feel like it doesn't give as much of a full coverage, for me personally, over a beauty blender. Because nobody wants to go out in the summer with full coverage, thick foundation. However, my dark circles are showing a little bit more underneath my eyes, so I'm going to go over with the tiniest amount of concealer, buff that in, and then set my under eyes, as my under eyes really do crease. And again, I'm going to take that small blending brush I used to begin with. But this time I'm just going to dab it in. I'm going to go in with the tiniest bit of powder for my under eyes. As I did just say, they do crease and I don't really want them creasing out in the sun as such. So I'm just taking the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just for underneath my eyes. And I'm going to be taking this again on a QC angled brush. Okay, next, eyes. I am going to be taking my QC Makeup Academy eyeshadow palette. This is more of a neutrals palette. We're going to go with a neutral eye look, I think, today. So we're going to go for a soft brown. So I'm thinking for my crease, I'm going to be taking this brown right here, and I might mix it with this one just to settle it down a bit. So on a fluffy blending brush, just gonna work it in. I'm not taking a lot to begin with because we don't want it to be as dark. I'm then going to take a really nice subtle cream colour, which is this one, for my lid. And if it is too dark as such for a nice subtle neutral eye, then I will add a lighter shade. But I feel like this is a really nice neutral lid colour actually. Gonna go back in with the brown quickly just to go over where I may have gone with the lighter colour. Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes and then I'm going to apply a really nice neutral soft mascara with a tiny bit of volume just to add a bit more definition to the lashes, as the eyeshadow is very neutral. And the mascara I'm going to be using today is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Very, very nice and neutral. I'm going to take the QC Makeup Academy contour palette and add a tiny bit of bronzer to my cheeks just to give my face a bit more of a warmth and sort of a healthy tanned glow, as such as if you've been out in the sun. So with the contour palette, I think I'm going to take this middle top shade up here and use it on a angled blusher brush and just literally take the lightest amount because I do not want it to be as intense. Okay, so moving on to brows, I am going to be taking this shade right here for my brows. If it is too light, I will mix it in with a darker shade, which is further down here, just to get the right colour, and I'm going to make my brows as natural as can be, and taking this on a small angled brush. So I'm just going to follow my shape. They are due for a wax, so I do apologise. So I'm literally just going to fill in my brow shape, just to try and make them as soft as possible. And having an angled brush is really good to create a tail on the end necessarily. As you can see, my hair sort of stops in a clump. It doesn't finish in a sharp tail. You always have one brow better than the other, don't you? After all, they are sisters and not twins. Okay, I'm just going to blend them out a bit using a spoolie because we don't want them too intense. I'm going to take a nice, simple, everyday sort of neutral lipstick as well, and this is the shade Blankety from MAC. Okay, so that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the QC Makeup Academy YouTube channel, and I'll see you with a brand new video next month.